What's up? And welcome to the best rock and roll show on YouTube, the Hellion Rebellion Rock and Roll Association, brought to you by Hollygeist. Welcome, associates. You know what we do? Every week we seem to lose somebody. We have to honor them with a prayer, moments of silence, a eulogy, something. This week we lost Mick Ralphs. Is that his name? Mick Ralphs? He was the lead main songwriter. I believe he was the lead singer of Mott the Hoople. He would later go on to Bad Company. So let's go ahead and do some silent homage to Mick Ralphs. Okay, may Mick Ralphs find the company in heaven to be of not the bad variety. So, tonight I'm going to show you a brand new magazine that comes out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And I do plan on writing a column in this magazine for next issue, but I just received my first copy. It's compiled, edited by a man that goes by the name of Jared Distortion. And the magazine is called Yage Magazine, or Yage Punk Collective. And throughout this video, I'm gonna be showing you just pictures and things of that nature. But the column that I'm going to write, I'm going to talk about the vinyl community and various VC members who exclusively talk about punk rock, and or who talk about punk on a regular basis, maybe not all the time. So if anybody out there wants their name mentioned, let me know. If anybody out there doesn't want me to write about them, let me know, because some of you VC guys out there know that I watch you on a regular basis, and if you don't want your name mentioned in my column or your picture or something like that, let me know. It's a pretty good magazine. It's like it's very old school maximum rock and roll thrasher. I have to admit, I'm surprised they got New Model Army on here. Those guys are down to earth after all these years, but that's a big band actually. They're hard to get a hold of. Okay, well let's get to the jams. Let's get to the band I want to talk about tonight. We're going all the way back to UK 1982 to talk about a band who hails from Bristol, England, and this band is called Chaotic Dischord. They get started in 1981. I don't know a whole lot about these guys, and what I do know is mostly rumor. But supposedly they were members, or they were the road crew to another UK 82 band called Vice Squad. And they are a peculiar band when it comes to the UK 82 sort of sound. Because they're not, I wouldn't exactly call them a joke band in the way that you would call Steel Panther or Guar sort of like a joke band, um, or even the Dead Milkmen or something like that. But they are, their music is as they're kind of taking swipes at that sound, at that time period, of the way they all dress, the politics of England of the time. Um, they claim that they could write these kinds of fast punk rock, that, you know, they call it second wave punk rock, I guess. They could write these songs and put out albums every single day. And lyrically, you can tell there's a lot of jokes, a lot of sarcasm in this. I'm not hip to the English slang, but I guess you would call it cheeky, snarky. It's what I would call it is very tongue in cheek. It does work very well. They do have that UK 82 sound. But again, not being from England and not being from that time period, or not being old enough to understand that time period, I don't get the politics. I don't understand the names that they throw out there, so I don't really get the joke. I just like the way these guys sound. One other thing that they talk about is like they want to be the band who uses the F word the most out of any punk band, out of any band in the history of rock and roll. They're going to use the F word the most. And I will say that they use it a lot. However, there's a new challenger to that throne, and his name goes by, and he goes by the name of Wednesday 13. And I will have to compare everything Wednesday 13 has done to Chaotic Dischord to see if who's dropping the F-bomb the most. Oh, what else should I say about these guys? Well, originally, before they were called Chaotic Dischord, they were called Sex Aids. And their first EP came out in 1982. And I find that kind of interesting because, you know, AIDS became like this, you know, worldwide pandemic by the late 80s, early 90s. And for them to be talking about sex aids at that early in the stage or day, I just find that kind of interesting. Unless they're saying that they're aids to sex. I don't know. Maybe they could be saying that. I don't know. They go on, like I said, they start off in 1981. They would go on to, I read 1987, 1988, which kind of shocked they went that long because I was pretty much into punk rock by 1988, and I hadn't heard of this group, not by then. I thought they kind of gave it up after a year or two, just had one or two albums, but apparently that's not the case. They did do some reunions here or there. They may still do reunions. I don't know. So let's go ahead and rock some of these jams. I'm going to go ahead and do the title track. Fuck religion, fuck politics, fuck the lot of you. And then I'm probably gonna do another track. So let's do it, and we'll enjoy some Yage magazine.
treasures yachts. I see a new awareness. Kids who use their brains, and we smash their armies, flash their missiles down the drains. 'Cause we know what the swindle is, and we can tell what's jerk. So soldier rock and roll, let's punk. So disco kids and metal fans, Duran Duran and the like. It's what the hell is in your brain, not the tosser and the mic. And class division's just a load of bunk. The best bets are never signed. And Bristol said there shall be punk, and then he changed his mind. 'Cause we know what the swindle is, and we can tell what's jerk. So soldier rock and roll, let's roll. Rolly Mix was doing talk to Donna Funk. But Ernie's song we sold for. What a turd. So what we don't wear velvet loons and ring about in clubs. There ain't no art or pretty tunes, and what's so wrong with pubs? And all that really matters is the life you lead and how. We're all of us got dignity, and punk is here and now. 'Cause we know what the swindle is, and we can tell what's jerk. You soldier rock and roll, let's roll. Rock and roll swindle, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll. Rock and roll swindle, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll swindle, rock and roll, 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 rock and roll. You see, otherwise I'll slam you off the edge if we do this. Rock and roll. Think Chaos United or something. Rock and roll. Chaos Decay. Chaos Decay. I fucking hate Chaos Decay. You're a bunch of shit. I don't want my royalties. How dare you ruin my career, you fucking shitheads. Buy me a fucking drink, bozo.
Buy a fucking own! What's Chaos UK got to do with punk anyway? Love Rancid, ha!
There you go. In case you didn't know that song, that was the Great Rock and Roll Swindle, originally done by the Sex Pistols. Of course, Chaotic Discord changed all the lyrics, I guess, to talk about themselves. So there you go, Chaotic Discord. Great band. Highly. What am I trying to say? Go check it out. These guys aren't bad. They're fun to listen to. So, again, Yage Magazine, Yage Punk Collective. It's not expensive. Comes out of North Carolina. Jared Distortion does this. I will be writing at least one column for the next one. It's a good magazine. And then, other than that, everybody stay safe out there. keep on dancing. You know, yeah, we're at war with our own country right now, and it's getting hotter and hotter. It's gonna get worse. Uh, just keep on doing the punk thing. Keep on resisting. Anytime you can stick it to them, stick it to them. Anytime you can record them, record them. And guess what? I didn't see shit if you go way further than that. So, cheers. I love you, and I will see you next week, hopefully. God willing.